Hi everybody! So I am going to make a video about my journey with my breast reduction. I know a lot of you wanted to hear more about it and learn more about it, so that's what this video is going to cover. It's been a month since my surgery, so I thought this would be a good time to just kind of tell you guys about my experience. I will be including footage of my recovery. I do have a few clips of, 1 week, 2 weeks. So I'll add that in there. So right now we're just gonna cover the basis of like what I went through, my experience and all of that fun stuff. So yes, I finally did it. I'm so excited to share this journey with y'all because literally I was thinking about this journey for a long time. For those who don't know me, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Kiara. I am 25 years old. I am Latina, graduated from Suffolk University 2018. I have a husband, 2 kids, my bearded dragon, my dog, Todd and Benji. For those who don't know me, because I do know that there were some people who messaged me who I didn't know, but they were really curious about my journey. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm hoping to post more videos after this one to kind of show you, my 3 months, my 6 months, and a year. So we'll be keeping up. So anyways, I've been thinking about breast reduction for a long time. I remember high school, my boobs were okay. Like, they weren't big. They were probably like a C. And then they just got big as I started getting older. So I ended up going up to a triple D. And of course, like, people, when you see me, you wouldn't think that they were triple D, but they were huge. I even have like a size of a bra that I found when I was cleaning and moving to my new place. But this was my bra before, and when I try to even like put it against my boob now, they literally took more, I want to say like more than half of my boob. So I definitely am much smaller now, even if you can't tell. And I know, like, in this bra it looks still kind of like they still kind of big, but trust me, they took a lot off. And anyway, so breast reduction was something I was thinking about, and I always was like, should I not? Always was so scared. It was mostly, I was considering it because of the back pain. My back pain was like always there, but it hasn't been since recently, this past year or two, where it just became to the point where it was a lot. Like, I don't like taking pain meds, and I still felt that I had to get through the day. And obviously sitting behind a desk and working at a computer Monday through Friday really just messed up my posture, and I was just always slouching, It was very hard with that extra weight. So I was like, no, I need to do something. Luckily, I had a few friends who did the reduction, and they told me their experiences and how it was nothing but positive experiences that I've heard about this procedure. We'll start off by basically the procedure is, there's 3 different incisions. There's the one I got, which was the anchor, which is around the areola, then it goes down, and then the bottom. So it's called like an inverted T as well, so it's like areola, down, and the bottom. So that's the incision I have. Some places they'll do another type of incision, which is just the lollipop. So it's around the areola and down. And then you have the donut, which is very, I don't know if I wanted that one originally, but I don't think many places do it, which is just around the areola. But I feel like the most common one is the anchor one. So all of the people that I've known that have gotten are usually the inverted T, which is the one I got. So definitely a lot more scars. But honestly, like, I did my research, found a good doctor. So she was in Chestnut Hill. in Boston. So so her name was Dr. Rita Sadowski, and she did an amazing job. When I tell you, like, she honestly she did amazing. She knows what she was doing. She did her thing. And I remember going to that initial consultation and just being nervous. Like, I'm like, what am I doing? Am I really going through with this? Because I don't know, I'm about to like just be like, nah, I'm not doing it. But I went to the consultation, asked her all my questions, which I'll go through now, like the questions that I had, which I'm sure are the same ones you guys have. But yeah, I was just like overall afraid. And honestly, she was just so great, was there to answer all my questions. Because it is a big procedure, you know, and it does take a lot of healing time, and you're not going to just jump right back to your daily routine, which is one of my hardest things, because for the first month, you know, until now where I'm able to start doing the things that I used to do, but for the first couple weeks, you can't really do much. So it was definitely scary at first, and definitely a lot of patience through the healing process. Again, I'm still healing, but overall, no regrets. So I went to my consultation. So a few of the questions that I know that you guys asked me, I want to kind of answer. So like I said, there's 3 different incisions. So a lot of you guys, I know, wonder like the insurance side of it. So it really depends on what kind of insurance you have. I'm still under my mama's. I get off her insurance when I turned 26. So I was like, let me take advantage now. But you know, joke's on me, because I'm the one paying it right now. But the insurance did approve it. So depending on they go through certain measurements. I don't know exactly, but they basically weigh you, and then they kind of do, they evaluate and see like the proportions, whether or not the insurance will cover, depending on the size that you are. So I definitely did get approved, because they did say they were much larger than my body, which I was like, yeah, I could have told you that too. But, so they definitely, said that the insurance approved it. And of course they cover a percentage of it. Depending on your deductible, you'll be responsible for that. And on top of that, any other expenses that the insurance does not cover. So sometimes, depending on your insurance, it'll be covered entirely. If not, you'll have to pay a percentage. So I had to pay $3,000 out of pocket, which I'm gonna start paying this month. But you do a payment plan as well. Honestly, I know it's a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it's way better than having to pay the whole thing out of pocket. So I'm not complaining, and I know that it was an overall health concern for me and my back. So I was like, I don't care. This is something that's gonna help me in my well-being. So I'm fine with it. I spend money on other stupid shit, so I'm fine. But again, it's something that you would want to discuss prior with your insurance to see how much they'll cover, how much you'll have to pay out of pocket. So those are definitely all important questions that you'd want to ask your insurance if you want to see if your insurance will cover it or not. So second thing, size. So I didn't have the choice. I don't know if anyone else did have the choice to, but I think a lot of times if it's going to be covered by your insurance, they'll need to take off a certain amount. So that's what the doctor told me because I was like, I want to be a size C, and she was like, well, it really depends on how much the insurance tells me I need to take off. So I'm like, okay. So I didn't really have a choice. So I was like, whatever, because I didn't want them too small, but I didn't want them too big either. So, but honestly, I'm happy with the way they are. They're still a pretty good size. They still look big, but trust me, like I said, they took off a lot. Some people, you know, because I did watch videos before, like when I was going through the process of, you know, women who, you know, they wish they would have taken off more, or they feel like they didn't take off as much as they wanted. So it really just depends on your body and how it recovers. I know mine are still, she says they're still swollen, so they're still going down in size. I'm hoping that, you know, they do go down a little bit more, but at the same time, I am happy with them. They're a pretty good size. I recently got measured at Victoria's Secret, although I still think it's still too soon. And I honestly don't think Victoria's Secret measurements are accurate, to be honest, but whatever. So they measured me, they said I was a D. So I think I'm a C though, to be honest with you. But again, I definitely went down in size because I was a triple D. So I'm like CD spectrum right now, but that could change. Other few questions that you guys had was, you know, just overall like how it feels, right? How's the experience? How was the pain? So I'm going to be honest with you. Like so the first week, of course, they give you meds. They give you oxycodone. So they give you a certain amount for the first week because that's always obviously the most painful week, where you really cannot do as much or anything at all. The pain is a lot. Many times, so I stayed at my mom's house, so she put a baby monitor in the room so that when I would wake up in the middle of the night in pain, she would come in with my medication. So she definitely babied me, and I'm definitely blessed to have had my mom. So she definitely helped me with that, but you know, the pain at certain points were unbearable. So definitely have your Tylenol on deck, have your oxys on deck, because again, I'm not huge on pain meds, but this is not a procedure you can do without the pain meds. So trust me, like, drink your meds. And especially if you do need a refill, because at some point I was like, I want to see if I can get a refill. Ask your doctor, because it really depends on your pain tolerance. I want to think that I have a high pain tolerance, but in this case, like, it was a lot, and I couldn't have done it without my pain medication. So definitely Tylenol helped. Definitely the oxycodones helped. What I would do is like take my oxys if I was in a lot of extreme pain, and then towards the like middle of the day or so, I would take Tylenol. At night, sometimes I would take the oxycodone so I wouldn't have to wake up in the middle of the night as often, but you could also just take Tylenol for bed as well. So it really just depends. You can come up with your own routine. Everybody is different, right? So it really depends. I had to have my drains in. So sometimes I know certain people who didn't need to have drains in. I did. So if you have the drains, it's a whole other experience, because the drains are so painful in the sense of like towards the beginning are fine. In the beginning it's fine, but like the end of the first week when those drains have to come out, it starts becoming painful, and it just feels like the side incisions just hurt so bad. So that's when the Tylenol comes into play. Because yeah, the drains are just a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. But as long as you're like not touching your drains with dirty hands, so every time you're even like cleaning the tube and milking the tube, which is another thing we'll get into, always make sure your hands are clean. Never touch any of your incisions with dirty hands. Just really make sure you're careful. Even like with just towels and stuff, I would use a brand new towel every time. You don't want to use anything dirty that'll get the incisions with bacteria or anything, just in case anything is open, right? So in the case of the drains, obviously you do have an open incision still until they come out, and then they slowly close up. So I would say, even if you don't have the drains, just the first week, different towels, first couple weeks, you know, just make sure they're clean, and you don't want anything to open up and then any bacteria to get into the wounds. So definitely the first couple weeks, just be extra careful. And again, no lifting anything heavy, no doing anything that or reaching over your head. Those are things you literally want to limit yourself to anything, because you're just so tender at that point and so fresh that anything you do can cause it to like open, right? So that's that. But honestly, and now when going into the scars, so the scars is one of the things where I was like, oh, I don't want them to look ugly, and I don't want the scars because I really hate scars. And honestly, when I tell you, when I went to my 2-week appointment, I saw these scars and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, these are not bad at all. Like, they do not look bad. The under boob one is barely noticeable because it's under your boob. So honestly, it's nothing. The only one that you're really seeing is the one that goes down. So other than that, literally, like, it's, yeah, like, you're fine. You're fine. So when I saw my incisions, when they took off the Steri strips, I was like, wow, like, this is not even me using scar cream. So I'm like, imagine once I start using the scar cream. So then she told me at the 4-week mark that I could start using scar cream. So that's what I'm doing now. Now I'm using my scar cream, I'm using my vitamin E oil, and honestly, the scars are going to become less noticeable. Again, I just started putting scar cream, but my scars aren't as bad. But I'm sure that when I do my 3-month video and all that, I'll let you guys know how the scarring is looking. But for right now, my scars look fine. Nothing where I'm like, oh my God, this looks terrible. No. And I think at the end of the day, the way I see it is you did a procedure for your own health, and at the end of the day, like, scars are scars. It's whatever. Embrace it, embrace your new body, and be nice to your body. I think that's so important to remember during this process. For me, it was a lot of like just being patient with myself, being nice to my body, recognizing that I put it through a lot, and that it's okay to need a break and not be able to do the things that you usually do. You know, there were times I would cry. I think I need to talk more about the emotional journey of this all. It was definitely a lot, you know, because I was so used to my body looking a certain way and then it changing, and kind of like also at the same time taking such a big step despite my fears. And I'm like, wow, I actually did it, and I'm actually happy, because you'd be surprised, like taking that big step sometimes is necessary to just be overall happy. And I'm so glad that I did it. And of course, there are times where I was like upset because I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this by myself. I'm so useless right now. And I would kind of have to like turn the negative talk down, where like, no, I'm just healing and I need to be patient. I will be able to do the things that I used to do, just give it time. And I'm just so happy overall. So they only gave me one bra when I left the hospital. Let me grab it real quick. So they gave me this bra when I left the hospital, which looked like this, and it kind of done in the front. It kind of velcros. Again, it could be different for anywhere you just go, but it will look kind of similar to this. It didn't have any padding or anything, because you are usually padded up. They'll put like pads and stuff. So mine didn't have any padding, and it'll have these holes on the side depending whether or not you have the drains. But this is helpful when you have the drains, because the tubes go through here. So yeah, so it looks like this. And then it'll have these strings in the bottom, again, to hold your drains in place. So this is what the bra will look like. Nothing too fancy, but yeah. So there's this. So I only left with one bra. So she did recommend me buy surgical bras. I bought mine off Amazon, which I love. I actually got 2 different packs. So I'm about to get another one, to be honest, because I'm not going to be wearing bras anytime soon. And hopefully I don't even have to wear bras ever. Which is so great to say. Imagine not having to wear a bra. Wow, blessed. Because you know, when you have big boobs, there's no choice. You're wearing a bra, because, and especially in this heat, I know y'all like that boob sweat in this heat, not fun. Trust me, I know, girl, I know. So these are the bras that I bought. The brand was Wanna You. It looked like this. So this was very like affordable. It came like in a pack of 3. And they're like really cute colors. There was like a black one like this, like a, I don't know, peachy one, and then like a purple one. So they have different colors, but they're really comfy. Honestly, like I swear by these bras. Even my abuela wanted me to buy her some, so I bought her some too, because these are so comfy. I'm actually wearing it underneath this shirt right now too. So it has like the padding. You might want to buy something that's going to be a little bit tight. So I got an extra large, just so that it would be tight enough. Like I could have gotten the large, but the large was too tight. So I wanted something like that would just feel tight, but not too tight either. So the extra large was just perfect for me. Again, depends on how your body type, right? So this worked for me. Has a zipper in the front. So zipper in the front. You always want to find bras that zipper in the front because you don't want to be struggling, especially those first couple weeks. Just boom, boom, bang, zipper in the front, and you're good to go. So buy these, trust me, you'll love them. So yeah, it has the extra padding as well for support. So that's what the doctor told me. She's like, just get bras that have that support, because it'll just feel good to feel the tightness. Helps reduce the swelling and the pain. So after the first couple weeks, you know, again, taking it easy, you might want to have someone help you shower that first week, even like shower, like wash your hair and stuff, because you can still wash down there by yourself. Although my abuelita offered, she was like, I don't want you reaching all the way down, and obviously with drains it's so much harder. So she was like, let me help you. So she was there with the washcloth trying to wash everything. God bless that woman. But yeah, definitely to wash your hair and stuff, you don't want to be like reaching over to wash your hair. So have someone wash your hair for you if you need to, because it's definitely helpful to have someone help you get in the shower. You don't want to like slip and fall or whatever. So just have that first week, as much help as you can get. It'll be easier. Of course, you can do it without it as well. But I feel grateful to have had my family there. Let's see. So I wanted to talk about like these scars. So I said the 4-week mark was when I was able to start using the scar creams and blah blah blah. So I did my research. So there was my friend actually who had a procedure done told me about vitamin E oil, and she told me about this oil that she was like, you have to get it. So shout out to her. So I got this. It's called La Bella Face and Rose Hip Oil. So it looks like that. It came in a pack of 3 on Amazon. And yeah, it basically has vitamin E in it. So what I usually do with this is massage during the night. And they even told me that it's very good to massage the incisions at nighttime, and really like just try to like, you'll feel the incisions underneath the skin. So you'll want to really just massage so that eventually they'll dissolve. So it's good to massage them. Obviously you don't have to like go hardcore, but in a way that, you know, massage gently, what feels comfortable to you. And then I was looking for scar creams. I didn't know what to get. I know there was like Mederma scar gel, and there was like so many out there. There were super expensive ones, super not expensive ones. So there was a whole ton of them, but I chose to go with Rejuvasil. So it looks like this. So it says it's 97% liquid silicone, flattens and softens raised scars, reduces redness and discoloration. Yeah, discoloration, right? Yeah, whatever. And it's safe for facial and pediatric scars. So and then basically, yeah, you apply a thin layer, and you can do it 2 to 3 times daily. I do it 2 times. So I do it like morning, midday around, and then I'll do the vitamin E oil at night. So whatever works for you. You'll come up with a routine. It's pretty small though, I'm not gonna lie. So I paid, I wanna say I paid $40 for this one. I wanna say I paid $40 for this. I think that's accurate. But yeah, basically it was like this size. So if you're looking to get something bigger and try another brand, go for it. I don't know, I can't really swear by this yet because like I said, I just started using it like 2 weeks ago. So I think, I started using it like a week or so ago. So yeah, so it's still too soon for me to give my 100% like. But do I see that my scars are getting better? For sure. I don't know if it's a cream in general, but I do feel like they're becoming kind of lighter. So again, give me a few more weeks and I'll do a full review on the products I've been using. But for sure, vitamin E oil, you will want to get, and then whatever scar cream you think has good reviews. Okay. So I think I answered most of the questions. Again, it's going to take time. Like I get a lot of sharp pains as well, and they feel like sharp, like, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, they're just sharp pains, like shooting pains. And that's gonna happen too. She told me it's normal. It's just kind of your nerves and things just going back into place. So it's gonna take a long time. Oh, and for my girls, to my girls who have their girls pierced. So I had mine pierced. So that was one of my concerns when I went and I asked her, so do I need to take my piercings off? And she was like, yeah, all piercings come off. I'm like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, and trust me, like once I sew the areola, like the nipple back on, like I can't promise you it's gonna be in the same direction. And I was like, oh, okay. So I actually heard though that sometimes, like, well, obviously when you take them off, they can't really see the holes on the side, and they're not gonna be like, oh, okay, and like doing it. So sometimes like people will have like one nipple ring this way and one nipple ring. So point is, they're gonna have to come off. I know it's sad, and I hope I can get them re-pierced at some point, but they have to come off, unfortunately. All piercings come off during the surgery. So they told me it's because of when you're under surgery, the certain lights or whatever can cause burns if you have any metal. So all my piercings had to come off. So I put like, what's it called? Some plastic ones in for like the fresh ones that I knew would close up. So if you're anything, like if you have a lot of piercings, yeah, definitely get the plastic. Also got them on Amazon that you can just put in. So for my nose ring, I put one in. My belly button, I put a plastic one in. So definitely plastic ones will be your best friend if you have any fresh piercings that can close up during mine was a 3-hour procedure. So yeah. What else? I think that's it. Obviously, like the first 6 weeks, they say no heavy lifting. So yeah, if you go to the gym and stuff, no lifting or anything for the first six weeks. No swimming either until the 6 weeks. Yeah, nothing. Just don't do nothing crazy, and you'll be fine. I would just say, if you're thinking about this procedure, if it's even crossed your mind, if you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, please message me. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Kiara Hernandez, okay? Kiara.Jamilet on Instagram. I forgot to mention, so important detail. So the procedure, because I know I talked about the aftermath, but the procedure. So the procedure, usually the doctor will go with a marker to mark everything, right? I don't know how they do it. They work magic. So they'll mark you up. So I had like a little mark here for the longest time that didn't come off. Like the markers, they mark everything to know what exactly they're taking off. They also told me about lipo for like the bra rolls. Really depends on your body. They wanted to charge me $5,000 out of pocket because it's considered cosmetic. I was like, fuck that, I'll go somewhere else outside the country. But honestly, I don't have much here, like excess fat, like she said. So I wouldn't worry too much about it if you don't have much here. So she marked me up. It took like 3 hours. I wouldn't know because I was knocked out. So I just woke up. I remember waking up, guys. And oh my God, it was like, I woke up and I just see like, I was in like this dark, it was kind of dark, but the lights were dim, and there was this nurse like in her, like typing whatever. And I'm just like, okay, I'm at the hospital, which I already have hospital anxiety because I've been hospitalized in the past for my mental health. So I just hate hospitals in general. So my husband wasn't there to hold my hand like he was in the beginning. So I was like, I'm alone and I'm scared. So I immediately like try to get up, and that pain on my chest, oh my God, like I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like, and I don't mean to scare you. I don't mean to scare you, but that pain, man, like I was just like, oh my God. And then I couldn't breathe. So I'm like, she's like, oh, you're waking up, you were sleeping for so long. And I'm like, yeah, in my throat, immediately when I tried to talk, my throat was hurting because obviously the tube, I was just like, my throat was in pain. It felt like it was bleeding. I was like, oh, this is not a fun time. So I try to get up slowly. I get up, and then I'm just like, my anxiety, like I got a panic attack, y'all. Like I got a panic attack. I was crying because I don't know if it was the meds still like in my system that just put a layer to the anxiety, because I already suffer from anxiety. So if you suffer from anxiety, yeah, and if you hate hospitals, just know that you'll feel that way. So I wanted to get out of there so bad. Like I had the IV in and I wanted to rip that shit out and run out. But I was like, all right, let me calm myself down. Let me do my grounding techniques. I'm okay. And it would help for like 2 minutes, and then I start crying again. She gave me some, like, she's like, do you want a popsicle? Do you want something? And I'm like, yeah. So she goes away to get my popsicle, and then I start crying even more because I'm alone. And it was like a whole mess, y'all. And she was like, do you usually, like, have you had a surgery before? I'm like, yeah, but like, I also suffer from anxiety. So like, this is why this is happening. I'm sorry, because I think I scared the shit out of her. But it was not a fun time. That first initial awakening after the anesthesia. So beware that depends on how your body will react. I don't know. It depends on you. If you're fine with anesthesia and you don't suffer from anxiety, you may have a complete different response than I did. But that initial awakening, y'all, yeah. But again, after that, it was smooth sailing. When I got home and everything, it was great to, you know, be there, surrounded by my loved ones and stuff, and have that support, and have all my friends reach out to me to see how I was doing. So thank you all for your messages. Thank you all for all the love, for the unconditional love and support. I appreciate everyone who's been there through this journey, who watched this video. Just know that I am super blessed. I'm super blessed to have all of you, okay? And again, send me all your questions and do it. Okay, so this is the morning of my breast reduction. Excited, nervous, more nervous than excited. I know a lot of people who've done the surgery, that they like the results and they say it's the best thing that's ever happened to them. So I'm hoping I have the same experience. I've always had big boobs for as long as I can remember, and got to the point where it was like really hurting my back, and yeah, like I just needed to do something about it. This is a procedure I've been thinking about for a long time, and I finally decided that I would go through with it. So yeah, wish me luck. Day one. So yeah, I got out of surgery at 3, went in at 10. So 10 a.m. to 3 was surgery. Then I had to stay there to kind of monitor how I was doing. Obviously they're swollen. It's gonna take time for them to not be. And then I still have tubes in this to empty out depending on the blood that I'm like, basically I'm recording the amount of blood and discharge coming out. But yeah, now I just took some pain meds and going to bed because I am tired. Hoping this goes by fast. Hi, day 2, everyone. So I'm here trying to empty the bags. As you can tell, it goes around. So I went ahead and drained some of the blood. Yeah, so hanging in there. Day 3. Hi everyone, here I am, feeling a lot better than the past 2 days. The past 2 days the pain was very bad. Now it's a little bit more tolerable, but I think it's because of the drains as well. They say sometimes that can make it a little bit more painful. It was also hard for me to breathe, felt a lot of chest pressure, but slowly it's coming back. But yeah, today will be the 48 hours, so I'll be able to, you know, shower, we'll be able to change the gauze, and kind of see what they look like. I'm kind of nervous, but also I was able to poop today. TMI, but with all the pain medications, it was very hard to go to the bathroom. So I'm definitely feeling a lot better today. Hi everyone, feeling a little bit better today. I saw them for the first time yesterday, so that was exciting. They're so cute and small. Right now I'm just gonna drain my tubes and record so I can show you in case you, hopefully you don't have to have the tubes, but if you do, this might be helpful. So let me open these up. I've labeled them right and left to properly document each one. But yeah, close your eyes because this is kind of disgusting. So yeah, but basically we're gonna milk the tube, which all it means is draining it for it to go into the tube. And as you can tell, I was doing it the opposite way, which is not what I should have been doing. So it's going this way. It's hard to see when you're from up here. So if you have someone to do it for you, that would be helpful. So, and make sure you wash your hands when you do this. Yeah, that's basically what it means. It's like you're just making sure everything goes through the tube. All the liquids, all the nasty stuff. So yeah. So that's what that is. I'm not gonna do it all while I'm here, but that's basically how you do it. And then you wanna like pop these little thingies open once that's been done, and kind of pour it into that cup to record how much drainage is coming out of each one. Sorry about the bird, he's so damn loud. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot better. Pain isn't too bad. I've just been feeling nauseous. Think it's probably the medication and the fact that I need to eat when taking the medication. So yeah, shortness of breath, I'm finally getting it back. The first couple days it was hard to breathe in and out. But of course, nothing too alarming. I would say, like, if you really can't breathe, then yeah, definitely seeking medical attention. But I was able to control it, and it wasn't too bad. It was just the pain on my chest. But yeah, doing pretty good. I definitely will continue to record. I know a lot of you have been asking me about my journey. It's only day 4, so I want to be very accurate with what I post. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, and can't wait to continue this journey with you. Hi everyone. So day 5, just showered, a whole body shower, like hair and everything. Shout out to my grandma. She helped me wash everything. It's so helpful to have someone help you shower because it's almost impossible when you have drains as well. Do it on your own. Also because you can't lift your hands up too high, so it's very good to have someone help you wash your hair if you need to. Right now I'm having a lot of pain on my sides where my drain incisions are. It's really uncomfortable. I think it's because I haven't taken pain meds, so they really hurt right now. But I'm hoping they come off soon. That's what I'm hoping on. That only have a few more days left with them. I would suggest that if you have drains, that you invest in, like, if you have them for a long period of time, investing in another surgical bra with the loop, the string in the loop. Because I did try yesterday to just deal with just a string and tie them around my neck, but it's gonna hurt at some point. It's gonna be uncomfortable around your neck, and it's gonna not be the best. So you can do that while you keep the other one in the washer. You constantly, like, if you keep constantly washing the original one they gave you, that would work, but not for a long period of time. So I would suggest, like, if you have drains for a long period of time, definitely, like, it would probably be good to invest in another surgical bra with the loop and the string. But again, I'm hoping I only have a few more days left, which is why I don't want to buy one right now. But if they tell me I have another week, I might as well. So yeah, I've been kind of, when I go into the shower, just using a string around my neck and tying the loops, these loops into it. It's been working fine for the shower, but again, for like the bra itself, it's probably best to, I don't know. You'll find what's best for you. So I definitely feel, I went on Amazon, they have like shower lanyards. They have all these fun stuff for you to get to make the drains a little bit more tolerable, because I am in a lot of pain. And I think it's because with the string, sometimes they fall lower than they should, so it really hurts. So obviously you don't want to be dealing with that pain. But yeah, feeling a bit tired right now, hoping that I'm probably gonna go take some pain meds right now and hoping it feels a little bit better, but I need these drains off ASAP. Hi everyone, my drains came out today. I'm so excited. The doctor said everything looked good, everything was healing the way it should, and yeah, my drains came out. So definitely got put on a tighter bra for them to have more support. So they feel good. I'm happy. But yeah, like when she pulled out the drains, oh my god, I thought it was gonna like really hurt, but no, she just made me breathe in. She was like, breathe in. She's like, and out. She pulled it out as I was breathing out, and yeah, I didn't really feel it. So I only felt when she was like preparing to get them off, because it was like really sore. It's been very, very sore on my sides, but hoping that now that they're out, I won't be feeling that soreness anymore. So yeah, I kind of want to show you a bit of the scars, because I know for me personally, like the reason I didn't want the surgery was because of the scars, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Like, what if it looks terrible and the scars don't go away? And honestly, for week 2 and no scar cream yet, they're pretty good. Again, every body is different, so I can't say that it's gonna be the same experience for y'all, but like, don't let scars be the reason you don't get a surgery, because there's a lot of scar creams out there. There's a lot of like solutions for like dark, darker pigment on the scars and stuff that'll help clear it up. So don't worry about that too much. I would say like go for it. But let me show you a little bit of the scars I have here. So this is a bit of like my under boob. So you see, so it's kind of like, you can see that it's healing fine. Let me show you the other one. Hold on. So yeah, you see like the under incisions aren't even as bad as I thought, like, so it's not terrible. The scars aren't terrible. Like, I think, for week 2, they're pretty okay. Like I said, there's a lot of scar creams, scar gels. I'm gonna like try a few out, and if they work for me, I'll definitely like let you guys know and keep you posted. I have to wait like a couple of days before I can start my scar creams, so I'll definitely let you know. But yeah, like I am excited. Definitely like when they removed the Steri strips, it was kind of like, again, tender, and it felt raw because they were like rubbing the excess glue. So like when you first do it, you'll see that your nipples look like they're flat as fuck. I promise you they're not gonna stay like that. It's just the gel that they the excess glue makes it like flat, because especially if it's pressing against your sports bra. So that's pretty much, yeah, but I'll keep you posted. Like I said, it's gonna take some time and it's gonna hurt at times, but I'm honestly like so excited to see how it's going to heal, and so far I'm so happy and no regrets.